You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
Right, we're out and about and we're at the Sheppey College here in Sheerness and we're joined with the head of college, Philip Wicker. Philip, it's good to speak to you again.
Indeed, lovely to speak to you too, Daniel.
Now, I know you wanted to start off by talking a little bit about your open day that's coming up very shortly.
Yes, indeed, Daniel, thank you. We have an open day on Wednesday, the 20th of June, and we shall be open from 1 o'clock in the afternoon until 7 p.m. Obviously, for any members of the community who wish to come, whether students at school or parents, whatever age, and it'll be an opportunity for people to get some careers guidance on that day and also to find out about the courses that we have on offer here at Sheppey College. Perhaps I might just mention here that Sheppey College belongs to, if you like, Canterbury College.
Right.
We are part of Canterbury College, but we run our own operation here at Sheppey, so that the courses we run here are taught at Sheppey here in Sheerness. You don't have to go to Canterbury to study them, but my boss, if you like, is the principal of Canterbury College, and students who are here at Sheppey are actually students of Canterbury College, in fact.
So what new courses are there?
Well, there are a lot of new courses, a range of completely new courses for September 2012. Perhaps I'll start by telling you about the courses that are going to be a year long, what we call full-time courses next year. The new ones are specifically at level 2, which is, if you like, grades A to C, GCSE equivalent. At level 2, we're offering a completely new course in barbering, which is men's hairdressing, of course, a new course in health and social care. Perhaps we can talk about that in a minute. And then also some new courses in business, retail, fashion marketing, and also e-office work. In other words, office work in the internet age.
Right, yep.
So those are all new courses at level 2 for next year, from September 2012. But we've also got new courses at level 3, which means A-level equivalent, and there we're running a course in business and event management, and we're also running a level 3 course in bricklaying, and in fact it's the only level 3 course in bricklaying for the whole of Canterbury College is actually going to be taught here at our construction workshop here in Sheppey. And then in addition to those full-time courses, we're hoping to be able to offer the CSCS card, which is the construction site safety card, which you need if you wish to work on a construction site.
Right.
We have a test facility for that. And there are a number of other shorter courses that we're hoping to plan. But perhaps we could talk about those in a minute.
Yeah, that's fine. We are at the moment out and about and we're at the Sheppey College in Sheerness and we're talking to the head of college, Philip Wicker. So we are at the moment out and about. We're in Sheerness and we're at the Sheppey College. We're talking to Philip Wicker, head of college. Philip, what is life like at Sheppey College?
Well, it's very pleasant. I very much enjoy coming to work here, and the college has an excellent reputation for the work that it does. The success rates that students achieve here are well in excess of the national averages. So once you start to study here, the chances are that you will do very well. It really is outstanding in many respects. But from a student point of view, what is life like? Well, the Student Union of Canterbury College organises a range of trips and activities which students here at Sheppey can of course belong to. And we've also been able to get some free induction memberships for the local Sheppey Sports Centre. There are about 25 of our students at the moment who benefit from a free membership of that place, and we're hoping to continue with that next year. And then, of course, for the students here in the college, there is an excellent library, very good IT facilities. There's a canteen or refectory where students can go when they're not actually in class. So there's an opportunity to meet a range of new people here. In total, there are about 1,000 students who are associated with Sheppey College at the moment. about 600 of those are adults who follow short courses. They're not necessarily here every day. The other 400 are mostly students doing full-time courses, the sort that I mentioned to you earlier. So the interesting thing, Daniel, I think that your listeners might be interested to know, is that from a student point of view, for those students going into year 11 in school starting in September 2012, they, I'm sure, have been told that you can no longer leave education at the age of 16. The age has raised to 17. But students who are going into year 11 in September 2012 obviously have a choice. They can stay at school, they could come here to Sheppey College, or indeed they could find a job which actually has some training with the job. All of those ways means that you stay within the law. I suppose really what I'm saying is that you don't have to stay at school in order to obey the law about staying on in education until you're 17. There are a range of options, and clearly Sheppey College is an option for anybody who's going into year 11 who is thinking about their future after year 11 in school.
Philip, I know you also wanted to talk about apprenticeships.
Yes, indeed. The work here at Sheppey is really related very much to the world of work, so that the vast majority of the students who come here find that they are able to get a job, or better qualified to get a job after they've studied here. That's really what we're about, is helping people of whatever age into work. And clearly a very, very useful way nowadays for people to do that is to take out an apprenticeship. So to be an apprentice, you are employed by an employer, but in many apprenticeship schemes, employers actually send the apprentice to Sheppey for some of the training that they need as part of their apprenticeship. So from September 2012, we will be helping employers in the following areas: in hairdressing, in retail, in business, in other words, basically in office work, and also in IT, networking, the skilled side of IT, if you like. So there are those four areas where we work with employers to provide some of the training that their apprentices need. And then, in addition, we run a large range of short courses in IT, which are very useful for those who are at work, who want to upskill their knowledge and their skills. And there is a whole section here at Sheppey that deals with those short ICT courses. And if your listeners were interested in knowing more specifically about the IT courses, they should phone us on 01795 582 513. That's our separate IT hotline here at Sheppey. But I think the other thing I just wanted to mention about work and helping people to find work is that Sheppey College aims to provide education and training for people not only on the island of Sheppey but also in Sittingbourne. And I sometimes wonder whether your listeners in Sittingbourne are always aware of the fact that Sheppey College exists and that it is here for them. It is, I think, quite an important message for the people in Sittingbourne. There's a direct train directly from Sittingbourne Station to Sheppey College.
Yeah.
You get off the train in Sheerness Station and you're within a minute you're in the college. Similarly, we're next to the bus station here in Sheerness. So if people want to come to Sheppey in order to study, it's very easy to do that. The communication and transport's very good. And if your listeners want to know more about what we do in Sheppey, probably the best way of finding out would be to either phone us on 01795 581 581. That's the main switchboard number. Or they can go and have a look at our website. And the way to see all of the courses we're offering is to go on to the Canterbury College website and then follow the links to Sheppey. And you will eventually get to the courses that we offer here.
I was just wondering, Philip, if you could refresh our listeners when your open day is.
Yes, we've got an open day on Wednesday, the 20th of June, from 1 o'clock until 7 o'clock, and that'll be here at the Sheppey College campus. And your listeners probably know that that's directly opposite Tesco's here in Sheerness. So yes, it's Wednesday, the 20th of June. Everyone's welcome, obviously, all ages, and there'll be a chance to find out about everything we do on that day.
Philip, I'd like to thank you very much for telling us all about what you're doing at Sheppey College.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
And that was when I spoke to Philip Wicker, the head of Sheppey College, when I was out and about down in Sheerness at Sheppey College. Philip has since let me know there's just a couple of things he also wanted to let you know about. That on the open day there's going to be some freebies, of course some refreshments and cupcakes, digital imaging manipulation. There's also going to be a goodie bag as well. Also there's nail art and construction novelty. Also you've got the fashion swap, and if you bring any fashion items or DVDs to Sheppey College by Monday the 18th of the 6th 2012 and collect your eligible vouchers for the swap. Of course, as that is an out and about interview, it's already available online for you to download as a podcast, and you can access it all the usual ways.